Well, after months of claiming success against the coronavirus, the South Australian government today has been exposed as woefully incompetent. Their testing protocols were lax, and with 22, maybe 23 new cases in the state, most in one family, they've put everyone in home detention and we're only allowed out for essentials. There's no exercise, there's no takeaway food, and clearly there's not much idea from the government what they're doing. Yesterday they made masks mandatory before admitting the logistics of distributing them across the state are not finalised. The South Australian Police website, you may have heard me say earlier, states that you're only allowed out once per day to go to the supermarket. But the government says that heading to the bottle shop to pick up some supplies is all fine and dandy. Because according to the Chief Public Health Officer, Nicholas Spurrier, bottle shops are open due to clinical advice on alcoholics in need of access to supplies. She said, and I quote, "We didn't want to see an escalation in domestic violence." Hang on a second. Haven't they been telling us for years that alcohol is responsible or the cause or the contributor to a great deal of domestic violence? Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely happy for as many things to be open as possible, but I want to be spared the hypocritical public health message. These lockdowns are worse than what was imposed at the height of the pandemic, and it's all because the government messed it up. And remember, Premier Marshall was demanding recently that we let foreign students back in because he thought he had single-handedly conquered corona. Have a look.
South Australia has been doing really well. I want to say a massive thank you to every single South Australian. We've done really well. We're the envy of the nation. Quite frankly, we're the envy of the world, working together to tackle the coronavirus head on.
The envy of the nation and the envy of the world is now basically a laughing stock. We have 11-hour queues for coronavirus testing. We have businesses heading into bankruptcy and a premier who clearly confuses action with leadership.